Now, let's just start with the top story, that is Unnao. The Supreme Court is all set to take up the Unnao rape case for hearing today. The court took note of the letter written by the victim and her family to the Chief Justice of India, narrating the threats they have received so far. In the letter, the family sought protection from the threats by henchmen of Singh. Remember, the Supreme Court on Wednesday sought an explanation from its Secretary General as to why the Uttar Pradesh Unnao rape victim's letter apprehending threat to life was not put up for consideration before the Chief Justice of India. Meanwhile, the amicus curiae suggested that the apex court transfer the Unnao rape case out of Uttar Pradesh. Let me bring in my colleague Anisha Mathur, who is joining us live with more details on this story. It will be a very important day. Anisha, good morning to you. The fact remains that even the amicus curiae believes that there is a need for the rape case to be transferred out of Uttar Pradesh. The family still continues to say that they are receiving threats. It will be a very, very important day for the family which is looking at the top court.
Yeah, good morning, Ankit, and we hope that it will be a good morning for the family of the Unnao rape victim. Remember, the family had also moved the Supreme Court in January asking for the case to be transferred out, saying that the 4 cases that are pending in the Lucknow court, they don't believe that they will get a fair trial. They believe that they are under threat, and that they have given in their petition, they gave a series of incidents where they've been threatened or somebody in the family has faced grave threat. Now, yesterday, the Chief Justice of India has taken note of the letter that was sent from the mother of the victim, in which they had said that they are still under threat, that one of the accused who came out on bail came to their residence, in fact, to threaten them, and nothing is being done. Now, this letter, incidentally, was sent not only to the Chief Justice of India, but also to the Chief Justice of the Allahabad High Court and senior officials, including the DGP of UP. The question is, what has been happening? Why is this letter that was sent on the 12th of July not acted upon? That is a question that the Chief Justice also asked his Secretary General just yesterday, that why is it that if the letter was received on the 17th of July, it was not put up before the court till the 30th of July. What took so long in vetting that letter? The other point that the Chief Justice raised was the issue of whether the case is being handled properly. V.V. Giri, who's the amicus curiae looking into POCSO cases across the country, has said yesterday that he does not believe that the Lucknow court has the adequate infrastructure to give proper trial or protection to the victim and the witnesses. We'll have to see how all of this is going to play out in court today. Ankit.
We'll come back to you, Anisha, for more on this story. Thank you so much at this point of time for joining us with all those details coming in from the Supreme Court, even as the Unnao rape survivor battles for her life in Lucknow Hospital. India Today has got exclusive details of the letter the teen and her family wrote to the top court 2 weeks before the car crash. Speaking exclusively to India Today, the brother of survivor's lawyer, Devendra Singh, said that despite addressing the letter to all possible authorities, including the Chief Justice of India, the Chief Justice of Allahabad High Court and the UP DGP, the pleas were unheard, leading to a planned accident of the survivor and the lawyer. The lawyer's brother further added, despite rampant threat of visual proof by the jailed BJP MLA Kuldeep Sengar's brother visiting the survivor's residence and intimidating the family, all this was submitted along with the letter.
देवेंद्र जी, आप कह रहे हैं आपके पास दस्तावेज हैं, डॉक्यूमेंट्स हैं, लेटर्स हैं जिस पे एक्सेप्टेंस की सील लगी हुई है चीफ मिनिस्टर के ऑफिस से, जिस पे एक्सेप्टेंस की सील लगी हुई है, जो लोकल थाना है, आपने सीएम को भेजा, आपने जो लोकल पुलिस है उसको भेजा, आपने चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया को भेजा, आपने मतलब आपके भाई ने जो अभी बहुत क्रिटिकल हैं, हॉस्पिटल में हैं, उन्नाव रेप सर्वाइवर के लॉयर हैं, ये कौन से लेटर्स हैं? आपके पास कोई सबूत है इनका?
ये डॉक्यूमेंट्स हमारे पास हैं जो हमने 12 जुलाई को दिया था। 12 जुलाई को हमने चीफ जस्टिस सुप्रीम कोर्ट, चीफ जस्टिस हाई कोर्ट, चीफ सीबीआई, प्रमुख सचिव गृह, पुलिस महानिदेशक, पुलिस महानिरीक्षक, पुलिस अधीक्षक सबको हमने भेजी थी सुरक्षा के साथ। मैं एप्लीकेशन और रजिस्ट्री की थी। इस पे कोई नहीं सुनवाई की गई, जिसका खामियाजा हम लोगों को भुगतना पड़ रहा है, जो आपके सामने है आज।
देवेंद्र जी, इसमें क्या लिखा था और किसको भेजा था आपने, फिर से बताइए।
माखी कांड अपराध पीड़ित सीबीआई गवाहों को धमकी देने के विरुद्ध में कार्रवाई किए जाने के संबंध में सीबीआई गवाहों को और परिवार को, पीड़िता को और उसके वकीलों को, सबको धमकी देने, जान से मारने की धमकी देने की, सबको हमने भेजी थी।
ये धमकी
इस पे कोई कार्रवाई नहीं की गई।
देवेंद्र जी, आप बोल रहे हैं कि ये धमकी दी गई और इसीलिए आपने ये जो आपके भाई हैं महेंद्र जी, जो अभी अस्पताल में हैं, उन्होंने, और जो सर्वाइवर हैं उन्नाव रेप कांड की, उन्होंने ये चिट्ठी लिखी थी। अब धमकी कहां से आई थी, कब आई थी, किसने दी थी?
कुलदीप सेंगर एमएलए के भाई मनोज सिंह, हरिपाल सिंह, और विद रिकॉर्ड के वीडियो सहित भेजा था। वीडियो भी सबका देखिए, फोटो फुटेज भी देखा। घर पर आकर धमकी देते हैं। ये हैं हरिपाल सिंह, जो सह आरोपी हैं शशि सिंह के पति।
The CBI has kicked off its investigation into the accident that has left the Unnao rape case victim fighting for her life. The CBI has, based on its initial probe, given details of exactly how the accident took place and what led to the death of the two women and a rape survivor, as well as her lawyer being critically injured. India Today accessed the details of the CBI probe at the accident site and the witness statements. The CBI sources revealed the survivor's car was overspeeding and swerved to avoid the truck, which was traveling on the wrong side of the road. The car driver swerved at high speed and rammed the car into the rear of the truck. Meanwhile, another BJP link has emerged in the case. In the FIR filed by the Central Bureau of Investigation, other than Unnao MLA and rape accused Kuldeep Sengar, another BJP leader and UP Minister Ravindra Singh's son-in-law Arun Singh has been accused of murder and conspiracy in the car crash case. Accused number 7 in the FIR, Arun Singh is a BJP block president in Unnao, the hometown of the rape survivor, and is also believed to be close to Kuldeep Sengar. Going across to my colleague Akash Koldru, joining us live from Lucknow on this story. Akash, the CBI initial probe suggesting that the driver of the car in which the rape survivor and her family was traveling lost control and then it rammed into the truck. What is the conclusion so far the CBI has drawn from its initial investigation?
From what our sources tell us, from both the CBI as well as the UP police, who also conducted a simultaneous probe into the accident, from what we are getting to know, this all the allegations of this being a planned attack against the survivor, which eventually led to the killing or the murder of the two relatives of the survivor, from what the family claims, fall flat primarily because of one simple reason: that there were two very important points that were raised by there were pertinent questions being raised by the victim's family. The first, of course, why was there an attempt to conceal the number plate of this particular truck by applying grease on it? When we did our own investigation, and our sources also tell us that this is nothing peculiar and this is something that is normal in this particular state, and truck drivers and cleaners do this primarily to save themselves from private money lenders who are on that expressway and seize cars just in case installments are delayed. So this is a normal thing in this particular state. This is not something peculiar with respect to this one truck. Now, second point that was raised is that the fact that it was a head-on collision and the truck taking a wrong side. Now, nobody can deny the fact that it was the mistake of the truck driver who did take a wrong side, but this was definitely not a head-on collision, as you very rightly stated. The car skidded, the truck also lost control, and one very important point, Ankit, we have our sources telling us that the initial investigation says that the truck driver also braked after he had a look at the car. Which means that anybody having an intention to run over a car will not attempt to brake or at least reduce the impact on that particular car. And the car then, after skidding, banged into the rear of that truck. It was not a head-on collision like it was being claimed to be so. So these are points that are very important. But as of now, the investigation seems to be on the track of belittling the claims of the allegations of this being an attack.
Right. Thank you for joining us with all those details, Akash. We will come back to you for more on this story. Now, Let's just, in fact, as a rape survivor fights for her life, let's just take a look at the multiple times that, she had, in fact, written, she had reached out to the authorities for help, and most of the time she was only disappointed with the response. So as she, in fact, fights for her life, there were visual proof of threat by the BJP MLA Kuldeep Sengar's men, which includes his very own brother. These were, in fact, sent to the Supreme Court, to the High Court, to the DGP, and they so far have been ignored. It is only now that the Supreme Court is also taking cognizance of this. Now, apart from that, detailed statement of intimidation by Sengar's kin was also submitted by the victim and her family. That has also been ignored. And survivor filed over 30 complaints in last 1 year fearing for her life. Remember, the case against Kuldeep Singh Sengar and his brother is yet to come to the trial stage. Meanwhile, the survivor has been continuously, in fact, sending out letters and asking for protection. Survivor's plea to CBI seeking transfer of the case to Delhi. This was also ignored, something that would be very keenly looked at when the Supreme Court takes up the case today. The kin opens up about UP cops giving details to MLA about survivor. They have also alleged that the UP police has been, in fact, helping the MLA. This was also completely ignored. No investigation was done in this as well. Now, this is going to be a very, very, in fact, important case to see whether the Supreme Court decides to take the case out of Uttar Pradesh and possibly bring it to Delhi or any other state. Now, moving on from this to the other big story, which is going to take place in Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha approved the Motor Vehicle Amendment Bill seeking to improve road safety and spiking fines on road traffic violations. 108 lawmakers voted in favor of the bill, whereas 13 voted against it. Fine for driving without license spiked from 500 to 5,000 rupees, and fine for drunk driving and rash driving have also been spiked. So be very careful before you, in fact, even think about breaking any laws on the road again.
India's roads are nothing short of killers. Every day, close to 400 people lose their lives in road accidents. And to curb this dangerous trend, Modi government has brought in changes in the motor vehicles law. Rajya Sabha on Wednesday approved the Motor Vehicle Amendment Bill seeking to improve road safety. 108 lawmakers voted in favor of the bill, whereas 13 voted against it. The bill was passed in Lok Sabha last week and now awaits President's signature to become a law.
And the bill as amended is passed.
The amendments in the bill seek compensation for road accident victims and compulsory insurance cover for all road users in India. The bill also aims to weed out corruption, improve road safety, and usher in use of technology to streamline traffic in India.
अभी कुछ लोग बोलते हैं कि आपने फाइन ज्यादा बढ़ा. अब 1988 में 50 रुपए फाइन था. अब 50 रुपए की वैल्यू 2019 में कितनी हुई? तो हमने तो 1000 ही किया. 50 रुपए का बढ़ाकर 5000 नहीं किया.
Aiming to infuse more discipline on roads by tightening rules and increasing penalties, the bill also offers considerable protection to good Samaritans. Those who don't make way for ambulances and fire brigade will also attract fines up to 10,000 rupees under the new law. The Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari also took to Twitter congratulating every Indian citizen and those who supported the bill in Rajya Sabha.
वर्ल्ड में हम एक्सीडेंट करने में हमारा नंबर सबसे ऊपर था, तो इस कानून के कारण अब इसको सुधार करने का मौका मिलेगा. हम ड्राइविंग ट्रेनिंग में देश में 22 लाख ड्राइवरों की कमी है. हम ड्राइविंग ट्रेनिंग सेंटर्स खोल रहे हैं. अच्छे ड्राइवर, प्रशिक्षित ड्राइवर आएंगे. ट्रांसपोर्ट में नई नई टेक्नोलॉजी ला रहे हैं.
But it remains to be seen whether Motor Vehicle Amendment Bill will change how people behave on roads. Bureau Report, India Today.
Pooja Shali, my colleague, now joining me with more details on this. Pooja, first of all, it is important to let our viewers know that even if they think about breaking the laws now, it is going to be a very, very heavy penalty. Something that in a country like ours, where the number of accidents are in fact recorded on a high number, this is very, very important. Just tell our viewers what kind of fines are they looking at now if they break the laws.
Oh, absolutely, Ankit. The Motor Vehicles Amendment Bill finally cleared in the Rajya Sabha after it lapsed in the previous Parliament session. This time, yes, most were in favour. There was a lot of discussion about it. But why it's very important is Nitin Gadkari, the minister, has called it more than a Motor Vehicles Amendment Bill, the Road Safety Bill. So if an individual is now is caught in drunken driving, the penalty has been increased to 10,000 rupees. Any sort of dangerous driving, which includes talking on phone or any other attempt, it will be 5,000 rupees. But importantly, there have been cases in the past where minors or juveniles have been seen driving, have got into an accident. If that happens, this time the guardian and the owner will be fined 125,000 rupees, but also will be 3 years imprisonment. So most penalties, in fact, all those penalties have now been increased from either 5,000 to 10,000 rupees, driving without helmet, driving without seat belts. And also, while the fines have been increased, there have been enough powers that have been given for suspension of license to the traffic cops as well. But importantly, it is to mention that the bill will not try and encroach on the State Transport Corporation authorities. Okay. Revenue is not going to be taken by the centre if it is about the state that has organised. So there have been some demarcations that remain, but definitely penalties have been increased and more powers being given to ensure that road accidents reduce. Also, Ankit, right. I want to add here, 10,000 rupees if vehicle owners do not give way to emergency vehicles like ambulances. Over to you.
Important, in fact, and this needs to be reiterated. We are hoping that in any case, on the first place, you don't break these laws. If you do, this is going to be a very, very heavy cost attached to it, both financially and also legally on this. Thank you so much, Pooja, for joining us with all those details. Now, moving on.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.